I was around for the dot-com emergence, the digital revolution, the birth of Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, Facebook, Google. I was there. I experienced them. I saw it. I understand how the digital revolution created these companies and how the substantial growth in our economy resulted. But what I'm seeing now is going to dwarf what I saw back in 1989 through 2000. It's going to make it totally different. To give you an idea, first of all, ChatGPT is just the beginning. But within the next several years, I'm not only going to be able to gather data, I'm going to be able to interpret data, and I'm going to be able to ask artificial intelligence to help me interpret that data. And I'll be able to go to a site similar to ChatGPT or Bard and say, build me a business plan that will make me $1 million using Amazon over the next 6 months, and it will produce me a legitimate business plan. All I then have to do is raise the money to create it. Or I could ask it, like I did in yesterday's video, to deploy my 6 Teslas into the robo fleet so as to give me an 81% return on my investment. Is that possible? No, it's not just possible. It's probable, because we are going to take all the knowledge in the world in the form of data and put it at my fingertips. All I have to do is know the questions to ask. And then that's just the beginning. We've got synthetic biology coming behind that. This is going to cure the diseases that we have in the world. The problem in these things is not, are they going to happen? The problem is, how are we going to contain them? Because if I can cure any disease that is in my body, I can also create any disease. I will be in an era where there is going to be the ability for one person in their garage with the data that they can gather that they can kill 1 billion people. That's what's coming. That's what I want to talk to you about, not only in this video, but in future videos. This is not financial advice. This is financial education. This is taking you from where you are now and putting in yourself in a position that you can make the best investment decisions in your life, whether it's in stocks, whether it's in a new business. It's just all you have to be able to do is understand the technology, understand artificial intelligence, synthetic biology, machine learning, quantum computing, and fusion power. If you can do that, you can be a billionaire.
Best of Us Investors presents Kerry Griegmeyer.
In 1978, I was watching a professional football game in which, and it was the Oakland Raiders, and Merlin Olsen was the commentator, and he made a statement that stuck with me for the rest of my life. And it was about the decisions we make determine the path of our life. And I thought about that, and it's stuck with me since then. You are at a point right now, as I'm talking to you, to make a decision. Are you going to learn about artificial intelligence, machine learning, quantum computing, such that you can make good investment decisions, such that you can be a millionaire or a billionaire? It is a decision you make, whether you are a normal person or you are an overachiever. And what makes you an overachiever is the knowledge that you have, the knowledge that you possess that no one else is, the work that you're willing to do to become a 5%er. That's it. It's that simple. So let's talk about what this opportunity holds for you right now. We are in a technology tsunami. There is going to be a change that is so dramatic that every aspect of our life is going to change. So what you have to decide is, who are the companies that are going to do that? Well, that's what I have tried to do, and that's what I am doing in my bus portfolios. I have a bus 12 portfolio that is all about who's going to deliver this technology that is going to change our lives. Who is, at the same time, who is going going to contain that technology? Who's going to control the bad actors? Who's going to find the guy in the garage that's creating the pathogen that can kill 1 billion people because he's pissed off about the way his father treated him as a child, and so he has immense anger in his body? How are we going to find them? Well, I right now like a company by the name of Palo Alto, and I'm trying to buy it using technical analysis at a ripe price. But that's what I'm doing. What I'm asking you is, what are you going to do? How are you going to put yourself in a position to take advantage of all this change, to recognize that genome sequence and genome editing are going to be the ability to take disease out of our bodies? And who are the companies that are going to make that happen? Is it CRISPR? Is it Editis? Or is it Bayer? Or is it some other pharmaceutical company? It is so important right now that you become a part of a team, a group of people that get together and say, hey, I understand this. This is the field that I work in, and this is where I think this is going. Let's explore it with more depth and come to a conclusion. I hope you can see that I believe this is the investment opportunity of my lifetime. And many of you know I've been around for a long time. I've been in the financial industry. I've traded stocks. I've made some good decisions. I've made some bad decisions. But this is not like anything I've ever seen before. This is not genome sequencing and genome editing. This is artificial intelligence. There is no FDIC. There is no fear of manipulating genes so that my child is smarter than your child, and my child has blue eyes and blonde hair and stands 6'2" and is a tremendous female volleyball player. No, this is about us gathering data and interpreting that data so that we can make better decisions and we can lead better lives. We're at a turning point, a pivot point in our society. As a result of what happened over the last 4 years, our national debt has gone just way out of range. As a result of that, also inflation went up, interest rates went up. The whole mix is very, very screwed up right now. But the cure for this is the data that we've accumulated over the last 40 years, the computing power we're creating right now to process that data and to distribute it to people like you and I, so that we have the ability to become extremely wealthy on our own. And then we're in the position to pay the taxes to the government so that they can get out of debt, and they have basically enabled us, empowered us, and now they are getting wise to saying we need to keep this on our shores so that our people have the work, have the knowledge, have the ability to become successful, and our country has the ability to pay off its debt. That is what's going to happen. I know Ray Dalio just did a tremendous video and a tremendous article on LinkedIn explaining that the country basically came to our society's rescue by going deeper and deeper in debt. And there is a belief there's no way out of that. But the way out of it is to empower you and I to become extremely wealthy so that we can pay the taxes to get our country out of debt. That's what's going to happen. Again, I want to go back to a statement that I made earlier in the video. I will be able to go to a platform similar to ChatGPT and say, build me a business plan that I can make $1 million on Amazon.com over the next 6 months, and it will do it. Then it's just a matter of you having the ability to implement it. That's what's going to happen. That's the world we're going to live in. And today is your day to make a decision. Am I going to be a part of that world, or am I going to be an observer? Am I going to be a participant in the biggest change in the lifetime of humanity, or am I going to stand on the sidelines and watch and say, that can't happen? I'm not worthy of that. Yes, you are. And it's there for your taking. I suggest you become a part of a team. I suggest you join a tribe. I suggest you get on the bus.